What's up, boys and girls? Nappy here, Millie, back like a bad habit. And in today's video, I want to give my first impressions about the Guilty Gear Strive beta that is out right now. Well, it's shut down. We'll get to that a little bit later. But like, share, subscribe. I do fighting game content, as well as I will be doing Persona Strikers. If you are into those anime Dynasty Warriors type game, I will be doing that sometime tomorrow. But yeah, definitely like, share, subscribe. But yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I just want to talk about what I think of the game so far. This is not an in-depth guide to any characters. This is not a tier listing of any kind. This is just my first impressions because I haven't had enough time to fully formulate review content and see what I truly feel about the game yet. So let's get that out the way. But yeah, I'm gonna just break down certain subsets, and then we gonna rock and we gonna move forward from there. So it shouldn't be too long of a video, but hey, y'all know I can talk. So if I were to give like what I think so far of the game, I feel like the game has a lot of untapped potential. Straight off the beta, we found so much stuff from the beta alone. Now, obviously, you know, things are subject to change, but I really like this game. It's one of those games that you play and it makes you want to play it more. And it could be a little bit of it's the new game on the block. It could be a little bit of I'm not super big into Guilty Gear, so I want to get big into Guilty Gear and compete and stuff, so I'm anxious. But I truly want to learn this game a little bit more. Now, let's go into some of the pros of what I felt. First and foremost, this game is gorgeous. Oh my god. Now, I still have a PS4. I will be getting a PS5 pretty soon, like as in tomorrow. But yeah, this game is mad gorgeous. Like, you want to sometimes just sit back and look at the environments. I should be running the training mode videos before I go into a little bit of the gameplays that I had. But yeah, as you see, we're on maze stage, and like when you send people flying to the other side of the stage and you just get to see like the different stage arts, man, this game is beautiful. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Another thing that I have that I really like about the game is kind of the combat system. I do feel like it is a little bit dumbed down. That's a lot of bit dumbed down. A lot of the characters don't work the same, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But overall, I think the way they kind of overall and kind of work the system to work now is pretty good, bar one thing. But I like sitting in the lab learning stuff. As you see in the practice mode, I'm just sitting in the lab working on combos that I didn't do in any of these matches, but just working on them and just enjoying the game for what it was earlier in the day. Now, we move on. Let's go to the online experience. The lobbies are bad. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, I'm gonna cut to the lobby system. Hopefully I get the cut where I'm trying to get with AK. We're trying to get a match, and it's like I go to request and then it lags me away from the person. So it was like very weird. It's like, yeah, they put in the net code, but they didn't focus on the lobbies, and it could be because those lobbies were full. Like, every room was full. I didn't play in the towers. I don't care for ranked right now. It's the beta. Who cares for rank in a beta? But I played outside. We went to the outside called Park. Now, when you go to Park, that's basically your player matches, and that's where all of us were, and it was just lagging left and right. But all the parks were full. All of them had at least 32 players in it, so that's a really good thing. That's very good. But like I said, the lobbies are laggy, and it got annoying when you're trying to request a fight and then you're flying across the screen, and then you see like the person moving but they're not there, and it's just weird and awkward, and I don't even know how to explain that. But that's something that's got to get fixed. Another thing, still speaking about the park, I wish they just allow you to just say, hey, I want to be outside, or hey, I want to go to these towers. Now, it could have been the case, but like I said, the beta shut down on it so early, so many times today, that I couldn't figure it out. It's like you go to the tower and then you have to go over to the left and tell them, hey, I want to go outside, instead of just being like, hey, I want to go directly to a park. I don't want to do all this. I want to go directly to a park so I can just meet up with my friends as soon as possible. Now, loading into a match is fast. Mind you, I have a PS4. My friends have PS5s. it took about 10 seconds to load into a match usually. So I really want to see how fast it is when you got a P5. Like P5 to P5 is probably faster. But Guilty Gear has been known for that. Like I said, I've been playing a little bit of Rev 2, trying to learn the systems of Guilty Gear. And I noticed, like, even on Rev 2, I was in a match in like less than 10 seconds. So that is good. Now, speaking of matches, now this is where I go ahead and I put a couple of matches up to kind of round off the video. But these matches are fun. When you hit somebody on here, if you get a counter hit, it is fun. It slows down a little bit for you to like gain your momentum and stuff like that. Now, some people can take it with a grain of salt. Some people can like it. Some people can hate it. I'm kind of used to it because of the clash with, you know, Grand Blue. When you clash, it kind of slows down for those clashes, and then it lets you decide what you want to do next. But, you know, some people aren't going to like that, and that comes with the accessibility that the developers are trying to do, getting people into Guilty Gear. Now, I don't like the big numbers in the back. It does get annoying sometimes, but a lot of the times you're not going to be paying attention to them. I thought it would be more like it'll catch your eye. I guess the bigger the combos, it might start popping out more, but for me, it's kind of like whatever. It's there. You know what I'm saying? Roman canceling in this game feels good. I know you guys seen in the tutorial me doing Roman cancels, and when I get in my matches, I kind of freak out. So it's like you learning that new game and you freaking out, you kind of forget everything that you did. But like these matches were smooth. Let's get to the bread and butter of why you want to be here. This netcode is the shit. I don't know what they did with the netcode, but when I tell you, it felt like I was sitting right next to my friends and we were playing, because we were talking shit. Y'all probably see these videos again. You know, y'all see these gameplays again when I do breakdowns and stuff. But when I say I was entertained the whole time, man, I can't even, I don't have nothing to say. Like, they get a positive for that. Now, I said it was a gameplay thing I didn't like. There's two things, actually. I kind of don't like, well, I understand the damage. I'm not going to say I don't like the damage. A lot of people don't like it. I understand it. You got to think about people like Nago and Pot. But going back to what I said, they've discovered things like wave dashing that makes them go across the screen even more. And that, if wave dashing becomes a wave, a meta, Nago is going to be the biggest problem in the game, because Nago can already use his abilities to teleport across the screen. So teleport plus wave dash equals big trouble. But yeah, I don't like kind of the wall breaking system. I feel like the gameplay is going to be literally get your opponent to the corner, knock him across the wall for your big damage. And it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but the point of Roman canceling, at least from what I noticed, is to get your big damage combos off, not needing the corner. It feels like it goes back to that Grand Blue thing sometimes of I need the corner to do what I want to do, when that shouldn't be the case. It should just be like, hey, let me go the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I don't like it. I do like when you smack somebody across the screen. That shit is awesome, but it's just gameplay wise, it's kind of like I don't like hitting somebody for extra damage across the wall. Now, like I said, the game is really, it's coming its own already in the beta. You're seeing stuff like people are finding out counter hit touch of deaths. I've seen a soul touch of death. I just seen a Geo infinite. So this is what I'm going to say. From first impressions, the game has a lot of potential. It is a fun game, and once you play it, regardless of if you're super high skill execution, if you're low skill, if you're mid-core, whatever you are, you're going to want to play this game more and more, because the game is just naturally that fun to play right now. Now, like I said, there are people who constantly discovering stuff like every second of the beta. So, for those that might sit there and say, oh, this game has no depth, this game, don't listen to them. Do not listen to those people. You play the game and you judge it yourself. The only reason I'm giving a first impressions is because I told people I was going to start doing Guilty Gear Strive on my channel. But if you were to sit right next to me, I would tell you straight up, bro, figure it out on your own. Make the best decision for you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that's spending your money to play this game. What I recommended so far, I don't know. Give me a couple more days when I can start breaking down characters other than Mei. But I'll tell you in like 2-3 days. But first impressions, I like it. I'm not going to hold you. I like it. I like the game a lot. And I'm sitting here waiting for the beta, even though I got to go to work, just so I can get a little bit more of a taste before I go to bed. But other than that, this video has already been too long. Like, share, subscribe. I don't want to keep you guys for no longer. And hopefully you like the video. But other than that, I'm out. Peace.